Hi, my name is Kevin Byrnes, and I am from St. James Religious Ed. And today we're going to talk about intercessory prayer and how to teach your children to pray for other people. This video will be a little bit different because it's not directly connected to our curriculum like the Alive in Christ Kingdom of God video was, or Holy Week, which was a part of the curriculum and, of course, an important liturgical week that we need to talk about. This is more a suggestion on how to raise your child as a disciple, because that's our goal at Religious Ed. We're more than just the classrooms. We're a ministry meant to help children become disciples, and the best way to do that is help parents raise disciples. So this Sunday, last Sunday, depending on when you're watching this video, was of course Easter Sunday, which we've all talked about how this was a different Easter because we weren't able to celebrate Mass together. But we still are an Easter people, and we still have the call of Matthew 28 to go out and make disciples. But right now, the best way to make disciples is to stay home and pray for other people. It is a work of mercy to pray for other people. It's just like feeding the poor, clothing those in need. The saints pray for other people. Jesus prayed for us even on the cross when he said, "Lord, forgive them, they know not what they do." And he continues to intercede for us in heaven. Monks and nuns stay in their cloistered monasteries in seclusion their entire lives to pray for the world. And of course, we're all called to pray for each other. We're all called to pray for the world and almost anything you can come up with. You can pray for almost any reason. It doesn't have to be something big. It can be something as simple as help John Doe see your spirit today. And you can pray at any time, at a certain time of day, or unceasingly, as St. Paul tells us. Any of that's okay, but this is an important thing to teach your children if you want them to be a disciple. Prayer is kind of the beginning of what it means to be a disciple, because if you want a personal relationship with Jesus, you have to talk to him. You have to go to him. You have to have that friendship with him. And praying for other people builds that compassion that Jesus has for everybody. And it teaches them his heart, since they are acting like him, as he's always interceding for us. Obviously, anxieties can be very high during this pandemic. Your children have various degrees of understanding of what's happening, depending on their age level. My 2.5-year-old Maria, she knows her routine change. She knows she can't go to daycare, can't see her grandparents. It bothers her, but she doesn't really know why, nor does she understand that we just can't go out. So, depending on these anxieties, depending on how they've been handling, here's a suggestion how you can give them some help spiritually and teach them some important aspects of discipleship. So here's what I suggest. Anytime they miss someone, this could be school, it could be the park to go see their friends, it could be it could be their grandparents, whatever. Anytime they miss someone, find someone there they can pray for. If it's school, it could be their teachers and friends. Park, their friends, their neighbors, their grandparents. And so take that name and write it down. Write it down with them, in front of them. You miss grandma and grandpa right now, so let's write that name down. And then at a certain time of day, whether it's dinner time or bedtime, go through the list of people they brought up that they're missing, that they just want to go see, and pray for them. You could add your own names to make a family prayer list. You can keep the list day to day or start fresh every day. But either way, your child is being taught to stop when they miss someone and pray for them. Even if they're praying for them later, they're adding them to the list. And then they see all the people they thought about, all the people they missed throughout the day. And they are learning to bring their concerns, their fears, their longings, whether it's for another person or the longing we all have for Jesus, to him, to Jesus, so that they may grow in love with him. Because the more and more we throw ourselves onto the cross, the more and more we become like Christ, and we take up that cross and follow him. So, at the end of the day, the lesson is you miss someone, pray for them. Obviously, right now we call use a little prayer. Of course, in this crisis, pray for those who are sick, those who have passed away, the medical personnel who are trying to help everybody, essential workers, first responders, our leaders, those in economic turmoil from all of this, who have been furloughed or lost their jobs or closed their businesses. Also in separation, obviously every one of us is separated. Some people live alone, some people just are far from home and they can't get there. all of us need more prayer, and we need to be prayed for. And teaching your child to pray, and teaching them to pray honestly is a great way in teaching them how to be a disciple, because if they don't have that honest relationship with Jesus, if they only go to Jesus when they're perfect, when they're good, and they aren't able to have that honest conversation of, hey, I'm scared right now, hey, I miss this person right now, why can't I be with them, then that relationship will kind of stifle and they won't be able to grow too far. Adults hit this all the time, but you can help your child get further along on the path of discipleship. I hope this helps. If you have any more suggestions, or if this really worked for you, please reach out. I'd love to hear how this goes, how this is happening. We'll have another video out next week, and we'll keep creating content through the crisis, especially the stay-at-home order, because we're more than just the classroom, and we're a community, and our community needs each other even now, especially now. So thank you for watching. I'm praying for you every day. Please pray for my family and I, as well as each other's family and this whole entire community, as well as the St. James larger community and everyone. Thank you, and God bless.